Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on a team from the ACC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He's going to take off. In chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those good old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown Sooners! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounced through the end zone, and it'll be a first down. Gets open down the middle. Still running at the 40. Here he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and they'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggie. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Palmer, he always makes play.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
And they did tack on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never quite...
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse going deep. Grabs it at the 25-inch strike. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that drive.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot.
There he goes. 30, the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Here's the handoff. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend-don't-break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Fires a ball, now it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. He goes out of bounds at the 25, and this offense has an explosive play. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted on 1st half. Turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Finds a man on the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Finds his man. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. to. Not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They're going to run it. Finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play call by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up in the touchdown.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've got great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside that are going to make plays, obviously it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
The Sooners will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown Sooners. A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
The Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Zings it complete to the right. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Working that left side now.
quarterback involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
There's the pressure. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense. Getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think of it.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking downfield very late in the half. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking to take a shot. He's got it. Running room in the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And what a great job by the defense getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And now trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, Dave.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Give to the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the...
He'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Lost a throw on first down. He fires to the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hits that laid on his noggin. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Got his man on the run, and they're able to make the tackle. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Off play action. Quarterback adapting. Looking down the left side. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. Here's a hit. And the ball's out there after it.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Oh, they're after him.
Now the defense going up, making 2 big plays back-to-back. Second and goal, sack. Third and goal, sack. Nice job on the defense. Not giving up. They gave up some yards, but they didn't break in the end.
Absolutely perfect. And we're locked up here in the third. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
On the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for us.
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fit.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That they've got the lead here in the second half. And another pass passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Working that left side. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Pressure coming. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So first down will open up the final period. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now.
He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Working on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at 37. This dude is dealing at receiver right now, and he's going to have them yelling well past midnight.
And these receivers are the ones that scare the mess out of you. The Mike Evans that on the outside that you know they're throwing him the football, and you ain't got anybody that can match up. And when the Aggies find those guys, these offenses hum like crazy.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, allow you to make a tackle and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. It's the grab. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Unloads to the right. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. Because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with an L.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the right. Complete on the comeback. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. First and 10 from the 24. He's got his man. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving. There he goes. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. Man, and he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the Aggies buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Quarterback making checks. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. He's got his man across the middle. ran right, continues to fight for yards. He was loose down the left side. Past the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggie. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you have my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 13 to Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires toward the target. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they...
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Second down now after the sack. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down with a solid pickup to put. Position to pick up a first down.
You know, in a 2-minute situation like this, you've got to find your best players on the field. When you've got one of the best wide receivers in the game, that's the guy that you need to be thrown to as often as possible in a 2-minute situation late trailing.
On third down, he drops to throw. The offense coughs it up. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming out.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right?
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On third and long, he has to throw for it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires downfield. Got his man to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Stepping to the right. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points.